My name is Robin Henry. I'm from Jamaica and I teach 8th grade science. My favorite part about teaching is actually getting a student to say, yes, sir, I understand. When I can look into their eyes and I can see that they do understand what I'm teaching, that actually gives me the drives to actually go ahead. If I'm going to ask the student a question or the class a question, I always say, yeah, man. So if you understand, say, yeah, man. And when I hear yeah, man shouting out in the class, it gives me a great feeling to say they're using my culture to actually say, yes, they do understand. I decided to teach in the US because I wanted a little bit of diversity. When I left Jamaica, I was actually coaching soccer. So I wanted to bring whatever I love from Jamaica to here to actually get kids to see what I'm up about as it relates to soccer. So when you actually indulge in a cultural exchange, I think it actually builds relationship between cultures, between countries, between individuals. So I think it's very, very important.
There's been a lot of times where EPI teachers have impacted our school community. One of our 7th grade science teachers, when he arrived from Jamaica, wanted to know why we didn't have a soccer team. He wanted to talk it up and get one started, knowing he would be building a team from the ground up.
When I spoke to the assistant principal, which is the athletic director, I asked him if he had a soccer team, and he said, you know what, we haven't had a soccer team in years. And that actually clicked a light bulb in my brain. I said, you know what, I can get something started. What we did, we had a conference with parents to get them introduced to what we're going to be doing, the objectives, what are the expectations. So I think the families, the parents, and the other coaches were excited to have a soccer program going because, as I said before, this has been dormant for a long time. So they were excited to get this new sporting activity up and running in the school again.
Last year, he became the head coach of our boys team, and he gathered a whole team of kids to go out and literally had to teach them the game from the ground up. Most of the boys had never played soccer before, but he had so much fun teaching them and he encouraged them. And so along the way, you just saw this group of kids who never would have had anything else in common with each other come together, form as a team.
In the first season, I think we won, one game. It was like winning the World Cup. So the kids were so happy. I was happy as well because I could see the joy on their faces. And as a matter of fact, the joy was there even before we won the first game. The joy was there when we scored the first goal, even though we didn't win that game, but we scored a goal. And the fact that we scored a goal actually put chills on my skin when I see the kids running and jumping and cheering that they actually scored a goal. To me, they seem that they won because scoring a goal is a very, very, very difficult thing, and they actually achieved that objective. You know, that gave me a great feeling to actually score the first goal. But the first win, it was undescribable. They were so happy. They cheered going home in the bus. Even the next day they spoke about it. They were happy because it's the first time they're doing soccer and they won a game in that first season. That was a tremendous feeling. My favorite part about coaching is, most people would think I'm going to say winning, but it's actually participating. And when the kids can participate in something extracurricular, I think it puts a burden off their brain to actually focus on something that's not academic.
We know that when students get involved in athletics, it helps them academically, it keeps them engaged in school, so the impact reaches far beyond, the soccer field.
So if you're coming from an international jurisdiction, it's always good to do an extracurricular activity, Always be a part of a club so that you can have kids being drawn to that other than doing schoolwork, because sometimes this academic thing can get overwhelming, and I think it should make the world of a difference for the kids to do something extracurricular rather than always focusing on academics. The legacy here that I created, I think it's a very special one, and it's always good to know that you came here, you are just a pilgrim passing through, and you left a legacy for persons to actually say, Mr. Henry was here because the soccer program was here. It's a very nice feeling to know that you started something that's going to keep going on. Even when I leave here, there's going to be persons taking up the mantle because the feeling is so overwhelming that I don't think they want to lose the feeling of not having a soccer game.
It's been really cool to see the interest in the game, the progress that he's made with the boys. And when you go out to the soccer field, there'll be all sorts of families and other kids will come watch them play, and the staff will be out there cheering them on too. So it's great to see that is starting to become a tradition. It's now something that has embedded itself in our school community, and so we're excited to see that continue.